Hello Aries, thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in tonight. Whichever time you decide to watch this video, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a general reading for your energy collective today, which is technically June 6, 2019, or so they like to say. I hope that whatever intuitively and energetically comes through for you, I hope that it resonates with you, brings you some form of peace, calm, clarity, reassurance, insight into whatever's currently going on in your life at this current moment in time. Be it the past, present, or future, given whatever your past, present, or future is, okay? The information for this oracle deck will be listed in the description box along with the current meditation that you're hearing now. If you are in any way interested in that information, it'll be there for you, okay? Before I get started and get into your energy, I'm going to chime my heart chakra roll 3 times for the mind, for the body, and for the soul to tune in more, to clear out more, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and get into it. If you guys are not used to the sound of a chakra ball, the timing may be kind of sharp in your ears. So I recommend that you turn the volume down kind of low, alright? So here we go. See what's going on with you, whatever you may need to know, connect with, or understand. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. Okay. One more shuffle. These two kind of flew out of there, but I'm gonna shuffle one more time. This fell out like that. Now if that comes out again, we know something. Okay. Fire and ice, that just flew out. The blood dance is the second oracle to come through. The bride offers herself. Oh, wow. Divine asks for the fourth oracle to come through. Y'all are doing, whoa, this is very serious feeling. Like, I just want to say this. This feels very serious. This feels very like you guys are understanding something about your path. You're understanding something about your connection to the divine. You're understanding something very important and sacred about you. And you are committed to that in the most fiercest way, if that makes sense. You're committed to that in the most, like, you're angry, but you're a good angry. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to see someone really wanting to change something and then something clicks and that anger is turned into motivation, they use that anger not to make themselves toxic or to make the situation or other people around them toxic or affect them negatively. They don't allow, you're not allowing the anger, you're not allowing the frustration, you're not allowing the rage, you're not allowing the fire that you have and hold within you to disintegrate everything that you're building, that you're working on, that you're focused on. You know that you have to stay focused on what you're trying to accomplish and what you want to fulfill and what you want to manifest. And you're transmuting what seems like a struggle or what is a struggle or what is frustrating and what is sort of what could really drive you up a wall sometimes. You're transmuting that energy and you're really allowing yourself to see the highest perspective of that. Even though that's not easy to say the least, you are definitely carrying grace within yourself. You're carrying grace within your spirit about who you are beyond what you're going through, because you understand that there's a purpose, there's a point, there's a path, there's a fulfilling of your soul's calling that you want to answer to, that you want to manifest, that you want to develop. And through this experience of whatever you're having, whatever you're having or whatever you're going through, you understand you have to remain committed. You have to remain focused. You have to remain insightful of yourself and what you're doing, if that makes sense. Like you're turning your rage, your anger, or what could be so toxic into something so powerful to really benefit your future, to really benefit your life long term. You're like a very powerful master, if that makes sense. I don't really like the way that sounds, but as far as the energy is concerned, you know what I mean? Divine, I ask for the fourth oracle to come through. Thank you. Heaven, that's what you're reaching for. That's what you know you deserve. That's what you know you are worthy of. You know it. And that shit is not easy. I'm getting that. Like, it's not easy, but you're pushing through. You're balancing as much as you can. In the exact way that you should. Because this is what you're trying to reach here. The first oracle is fire and ice. The second is the blood dance. The third is the bride offers herself. And the fourth is heaven. Now this is related to both male and female Aries energy, okay? This is not gender specific. The first oracle speaks of being able to balance the fire and the ice, the hot and the cold, the good and the bad, within you, outside of you. That's why I said you're not allowing your emotions to take you over. Even though you're a fire sign, which carries a lot of passion, a lot of heat, a lot of fire, you know what I mean? A lot of, immediate reaction. You're understanding that you have to master that energy. You understand being a fire sign or being someone that holds fire in your chart or in your energy. You know that you have to remain balanced and calm and still and focused on this white light that's in between this cold, very, very cold side and this very, very hot side. You know what I mean? Of life within you, the good and the bad and the good, internally and externally. You're understanding that you have to master that. You're understanding that you have to allow yourself to mystically, I'm not sure if that's the right word to use. You're crafty, but in a good way. As far as understanding, okay, I have to balance this energy. I gotta balance this weight. I can't allow this to overtake me. I can't allow this to affect me in a way that it was intended to, because it doesn't benefit my future. It doesn't benefit what I'm trying to reach. So I have to transmute this energy. I have to stay focused on the goal while also understanding and mastering. It's like you're mastering the fire and the ice, the hot and the cold of life, like I said, internally and externally. And that is not easy at all, okay, to do. But that is something that you're doing. That's something that you're learning, that you've already learned, or that you're currently encouraged to learn, okay? Let me check my camera. Okay, guys, I got a 20-minute limit on my camera, so, if you see breaks in the video, don't mind it. The blood dance refers to your connection to divine source, the connection to your higher self, the connection to who you truly are. The vessel that pumps life into you, that keeps life within you. And then when you physically leave this reality, you still return back to light. You still return back to life. This is what the divine is saying here. Even through your moments of growth and bouts and, rounds with life, with yourself, understand it does not matter if you feel cut off, if you feel sort of disconnected, if you feel sort of out of place with yourself a little bit. Don't worry about that. Understand the divine life source and force and light and guidance is always connected to you. And it will always be connected to you. As long as you know that you are divinely guided, protected, and loved through whatever you're battling with, through whatever you're transmuting, through whatever you're transforming, through whatever you're balancing or mastering, okay? You're never disconnected, even if it seems difficult, even if it seems overwhelming, even if it seems ridiculous. You know what I mean? Know that you're always connected. It's a part of the process, and you're understanding that because it's like you're mastering it. You're, like I said earlier, you're turning your anger, your rage, or whatever type of energy that could be so toxic to you in your life. You're turning that shit into something masterfully beautiful, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? The bride offers herself speaks of sacrifice. You understand that there are certain sacrifices that you need to make. There are certain things that you need to allow yourself to not be engaged with, to not interact with, to not go about it that certain way. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know there are certain things that you can't do. You know that there are certain things that you can't say, or you can't allow yourself to sit in certain energy or certain perceptions or certain feelings and emotions that bring toxicness to you, that bring heaviness to you. You know that you can't do that anymore. For some of you, you're understanding the emotional intelligence of what you're becoming and what you want and what you desire, and you're understanding how to restructure your mind, how to restructure your emotions, how to restructure the way that you think. This is something that some of you have done. This is something that some of you are encouraged to do. This is something that some of you are currently doing. You understand the physical sacrifices, the emotional, the spiritual sacrifices. Some of you may be fasting. Okay, some of you may be practicing celibacy. Okay, some of you may be really allowing yourself to disconnect from things that really bring you heaviness and toxicity, so that you can feel pure, so that you can feel lighter, so that you can feel stronger, and so that you can feel more of a clearer vessel connecting to the divine. You know what I mean? You understand that there are sacrifices that need to be made, that need to be understood. There are certain corrections that need to be done. And like I said, it's not easy because this is intense. This is intense work right here that leads to heaven on earth and mind and body and soul. So might it be. That's what you're reaching for. That is the goal. And this is all the work that you're putting in. This is all the work that you've put in. This is all the work that you are encouraged to put in. I'm telling you, and it's for those of you that are not in this energy, for this message that does not, for those of you that this message does not resonate with, some of you may feel encouraged to get deeper connected to yourself, to your truth, to who you are. You know what I mean? Fixing yourself, reprogramming your mind, reprogramming your life. You have the power. You have the capability. You're a fire sign. You have the passion. Like I said, you're turning all of that passionate fire energy into something that benefits you. You're not allowing it to control you anymore. You're controlling your emotions. And as a result of you controlling your emotions, you can control what you internally feel about yourself versus what you are experiencing externally. You know what to do. You know how to respond. You know that you're always connected. You may feel cut off at times. You may feel kind of numb, kind of, like, what the fuck am I doing? Understand the divine is saying to you right now, you're always connected. Don't ever fucking forget that. Don't ever forget that. You know that there are sacrifices that needed to be made to reach this. You want it, you know you got to sacrifice some things to get it. And all the things I feel honestly that you're releasing, that you're letting go, that you're changing, that you're reprogramming, that you're transmuting, that's really allowing you to see so much clearer. I feel like some of you guys are seeing clearer than you've ever seen in your life. You feel better than you've ever felt in your life. You look better than you feel like you've ever looked in your life, because you are choosing the things that bring you fulfillment. You're choosing things that make you feel stronger and more powerful, and not in the sense to feel greater than someone else, but you just want to fucking be better than what you used to be. You want to be better than what you used to be. So you understand that the process of self-mastery, or you're understanding that because this is what you want. This is what you desire, which is heaven. You want the bliss, the grace, the blessings, the abundance, the healing, the joy, the grace, the light, the guidance, the celebration. You want the love. You want the benevolence of the divine. You want this gracious gift. There's this gracious gift that you're focused on, that you know you want, and you know the type of work that you got to put in to get it. You've known it, or you're encouraged to find it out. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop my camera really quickly and finish up. Give me 1 second. Okay, you guys hear that popping on my under? It's my chair. Okay. Okay, Aries. Y'all, this is intense. This is like, it's almost like, how can I physically explain it before I pull the last oracle? The example I'm getting is, if you just say, for instance, you see a guy on a treadmill or a woman on a treadmill, or you see somebody doing some bench presses in a gym, or you see some of you guys are really into, I'm getting the example of like working out in a gym. Some of you guys are actually working out, getting your body right, getting your health right, and you're so fiercely focused on that it's almost like nobody wants to get in your way, or you damn sure not allowing anybody to get in your way. You know what I mean? You're not allowing anybody to take you off of your focus, off of your goal, off of your dream, what you desire and what you want to manifest, because you know that there are certain sacrifices that you have to make. With those sacrifices comes empowerment, because what you felt like in the past, what you had to give up, or what you struggled to give up, or what you struggled with in the past, no longer holds power over you in no way, shape, or form. Someone to be, it no longer holds power over you anymore. Speak that over yourself. The old form, I release the old form of myself. I release the old forms of myself. You can say that. But you're taking the steps to re-empower that energy, to re-empower that focus, to re-empower your purpose. You're finding your purpose through sacrifice, through change, through transmutation, through balance, through deeper understanding. And as a result, you know how to externally respond to certain things and people now. You're mastering it. Because you know this is what you're trying to reach. It's like, back to my example though. Sorry if I'm all over the place. Just flow with me if you can. It's just like if, you see a guy in the gym, and, or you're at the gym, right? And you see somebody, when somebody is in there bullshitting sometimes when you're in there, and when somebody is truly working out. You can tell the difference versus someone who's not. So you're the person that's in the gym that's really working out, that's really focused, that's really putting those reps up, that's really putting that work in. You know what I'm saying? You're really sweating, you're really working hard on your body, on your goals, on your dreams, what you want, what you desire. And that you have this ferocious fierceness about you, and your eyes are locked in on you. You're not focused on nobody else but you in that gym. You're looking in the mirror, you're lifting up that weight, you're pushing up that weight, or you're doing those squats, or you're on that treadmill. You know what I'm saying? You're doing those bench presses, whatever you're doing. And it's like you have this look in your eye where there's just fire in it, and it's that all that fire that you feel, you're turning it into something amazing for yourself. You're turning it into something amazing for your life, for your purpose. And it's like people walk by you and they like, oh, he is motherfucking on, or she is on, and they are putting in work. They're not playing no games today with whatever you're doing in the gym. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know, it's like you have this ferociousness, this, and I keep saying that because I keep getting that. You have this fierceness in your eyes. You like, I want this shit. I want it. And I know what I got to do to get it. And I'm focused on it. You know? More power to you. Wow. The fourth oracle, that just flew out of there. The fourth oracle is Sacred Convergence. Sacred Convergence speaks of sort of what the first oracle speaks of. It speaks of you really mastering your talents and who you are. You guys may be experiencing annoying situations within yourself as you're healing, as you're becoming better, as you're becoming stronger, as you're becoming more insightful, more lifted, more gifted, more empowered about you. The healing process of that, like I said, is not always easy. But understand that it is a loving process. It is a loving experience. Love yourself through every phase of it. Because a lot of times the people that we run into, and a lot of times the external people that we deal with, and the external situations that we have to deal with, sometimes it's a reflection of what we need to heal. It's a reflection of what we need to fix, and it's a reflection of, you know, a subconscious thing that needs to be corrected. You know what I mean? That we may not be aware of. Understand and love yourself through that process. See it from its highest perspective. Always. Don't take the challenge or the annoyance or irritation as something to, you know, make you feel worse, or to make you feel like you're not getting where you want to go. You're getting where you want to go. You just have these tests, babe. You got these tests that are coming in on you. You know what I mean? Either internally or externally, or both. That's why the first oracle is fire and ice. Okay? It's like the outside and the inside. The old you versus the new you. That's what you're changing. That's what you're on a hunt for. You're hunting the new you. So keep healing, keep working on yourself, keep working at yourself. You're doing a great job. For those of you that this message resonates with, you know what you want. You're just putting in a lot of intense work right now. Seriously. It's gonna pay off. It's definitely gonna pay off. Don't feel troubled by the challenges that you're meeting. I want to say that again. Don't be troubled by the challenges that you're meeting internally with yourself, or externally with something else or with someone else. Know that you are safe. Even through the bullshit, even through the struggle, even through the process of building up muscle, empowering yourself, okay? Becoming more insightful. I want to pull one more oracle for you. Just one more, because that's sort of like repeating the same thing with this first one. So let's see, one last oracle. Divine, I saw one last oracle. Thank you. Self-initiation. It's repeating itself, kind of. You are discovering the new you versus the old you. You are trying to connect. You're trying to connect and develop the new you. This is something that you are currently doing. Some of you already see the changes, and maybe like I said, some of you are into fitness, some of you are into really mentally healing yourself, emotionally healing yourself, spiritually healing yourself, but you definitely are focused on your healing, and you're sacrificing everything and all the bullshit that you were taught to believe about yourself, to believe about your life, to believe about, who you were supposed to be and how you were supposed to be. You said, fuck that shit. I'm focused on my truth and what makes sense for me. This is what I'm after. So I know I got to go through the process of growth. I got to go through the process of healing, transmutation, transformation. I'm sacrificing it. I have this fierce passion about it. I know that I got to continue to correct it, because I'm going to reach my goal. I'm going to reach the goal of becoming my most excellent version. Self-initiation. It's self-awakening. It's self-development. It's self-envelopment. It's understanding. It's self-mastery. That's what that means. Congratulations on whatever you're trying to manifest and accomplish right now with yourself. I'm happy for you, because I feel like y'all are like, y'all can't be fucked with right now, because y'all have this intensity, this super intense focus on what you want and what you know you're after and what you know you deserve. And nobody can take that away from you now. Nobody can manipulate that. Nobody can make you think otherwise, because you know it makes sense for you. You've seen the changes. You feel the changes. You feel yourself getting stronger. You seeing those cuts in your arms. You seeing that definition. You're putting in that work. You feel happier. You feel clearer. You feel pure with the bride offers herself. Like I said, some of you guys may be practicing some abstinence of some form. Okay? You're really focused on becoming the new excellent you. Congratulations. That's all I can say. I'm happy for you. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and until next time, I will see you again with another video.